Hey, yo! Here we go again. No matter the mission or opposition that we in, no matter the situation or places we've been, we gotta make it through thick and slim.
Episode 11 coming to you live from Cafe Disco.
Cafe Disco.
We have a beautiful partition wall here.
Yeah, I feel very much like I'm in the great, what is that? Those cherry blossoms?
We're in the Orient Express.
Hey. Remember, Oriental, it's a thing, not a person. Them's the rules now. Them's the rules.
So, what did our weekend consist of?
Well, first, welcome to episode 11 of Through Thick and Slim.
Right.
Just in case I forget who they're listening to.
Right.
Oh, man, we had a good weekend. I was over here yesterday for brisket. Back. Yeah. We're trying to teach Chris mic etiquette, so he's not up on it. Like you hear that difference in your headphones?
It sounds so clear.
Yeah, it's crystal clear. No, you threw on some brisket yesterday.
Yeah.
Came over, brought the kids over. The kids got to play.
Yeah.
My kid got in his feelings. Your kid's a little too tough and tumble.
Yeah.
For him, he's just not used to it yet.
In time.
Sure enough, it's gonna be better. Yeah, we had a good time. We had some people over.
Yeah.
Played a little Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
Some people we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Some people we've seen recently that we haven't seen in a while. we got on some topics here and there. More like reminiscing, going down memory lane, if you will.
Right.
I don't know. It was good. What did you think? What was your take on the whole situations?
The people that the dead people. That's hilarious to me. The people. I mean, it's kind of morbid.
Yeah, it is. It's. I think it's. I don't know if it's what the fascination is with me.
It is a fascination.
And knowing who's with us and who's dearly departed. But I found a Facebook group called GHS In Memoriam.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a place where you could go and post about people that have passed away, and people can remember them as they were. It's pretty neat little group.
Yeah.
Hope to be a part of it one day. So
fly high, my Eagles.
So I invited Chris and Jason and Eric to it, so that when my time does come and they're still around, they know to add that on the In Memoriam page, so people remember me.
We'll speak very highly of you
and be like, Ryan, who? You motherfuckers. But no, it's it goes back to like class of 1947 to up until like most recent. I mean,
it's very surprising that people are still around from class of 47 posting on the internet. I mean, I can't even believe those people have the intellectual capacity to.
I don't think it's them. I think like
the relatives,
it's a granddaughter or something. Be like, oh, Nana passed. I'm gonna put that on there. So,
what kind of shit mood or person do you have to be like, oh, Granny died 17 years ago. It's time. You know what? I'm gonna post her on the page.
Yeah, and like no one from her class is probably still kicking it.
Right.
She
was a good lady.
She was a good lady. But no one remembers her.
Nobody.
Even if they are still around.
Irrelevant.
So I think it's more self-serving. Like, aren't I a great person? Look what I did for my Nana.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they get a gold star?
From who?
I don't know.
Mark Zuckerberg?
Maybe.
Maybe when they go to their class reunion, they'll be like, it's so great what you did for your Nana.
Yeah.
Class of 47. My uncle, class of 81.
Dead.
Doesn't matter.
He's dead.
But, I think for me, it's just that's why you go to class reunions. Just to see who's still around.
I could care less.
But you don't think it's somewhat like, not like fun, like, oh, we're all back together.
No, it's fun.
But fun to be like.
No, it's fun to see who's dead.
and very judgy of people.
Yeah, I think that's why people do it.
Okay, 100%.
For sure. That way they can be like, you know what? They made fun of me in high school. And look at them.
Look at them now.
Look at their careers.
Look at me now.
Look at them. They drive a Ford Ranger and I drive a Tesla.
I flew in on a fucking helicopter.
Right.
I met I yelled at Mecca.
Mm-hmm. Let's go sneak out to the parking lot and all do shots.
Since we're at an ice house. Das Hausen ice. Can't drink more than just beer.
Mm.
But yeah, it's one of those things.
Yes, I will have to take the poking stick. Poking stick to a reunion?
Well, I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna die at the reunion, but if they did,
we're there.
If so went to the bathroom and did too much booger sugar
right.
and goes into cardiac arrest, you're ready to go. Just hop in there and poke them with the stick.
This is what yesterday we were talking about people and how they may have passed. We're not going to name names or anything like that, or people and their vices.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to fruition that we're not going to name names or anything, but certain people have developed quite the addiction to the booger sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I'm saying it's 2023. Who in their right mind is doing cocaine?
I don't know.
No, if you're going to do drugs, do drugs.
Yeah, I never did it.
At least do good drugs.
What's a good drug?
I mean, allegedly. I mean, allegedly, there's so many. I would have more respect for somebody smoking crack. Smoking crack.
Quality over quantity,
for sure. But cocaine, that's not even a drug, really. It's like a hobby.
It's a hobby drug. That's funny.
There's no.
So you got the booger sugar, and then you got the sugar taking people's feet.
Mm-hmm.
Diabetes. The old diabetes will get you just as quick.
Mm-hmm.
You overdose on empanadas.
Oh.
It's real. It's real out here for a pimp.
Right.
And I think that's another thing. I don't look the same as I did in high school, but I also enjoy going to see who let themselves go.
Right.
And where people are at in that
right
stage of their life.
Well, the thing that amazes me is the guys that were really large.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean large Americans.
Mm-hmm.
300 plus.
Mm-hmm.
And you see them today and they're like 130 pounds soaking wet.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how they got that way. I mean, who's that? Who's
dedication to a workout routine?
It's got to be
a lap band,
amphetamine.
Oh, methamphetamine.
Right.
That's one way to get it done.
I think
all three. You could do all three and
good
get
combo.
a lap band.
They call that a combo meal. Yeah.
Do the meth, and that way you're not hungry and you're not eating, and then you're also working out vigorously because you have so much energy.
Right. You're painting the house next door, but you're rebuilding an engine on your old broke down vehicle.
On the roof. But the thing is, that's a lot of stress on the old ticker.
Sure.
When you're doing multiple, like pick a lane.
I mean, they deserve awards for multitasking.
How many bodybuilders or people of the fitness world? Well, I mean, people juice. That's a thing. I wonder if meth is just another avenue.
A lot of bodybuilders use meth.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn.
A lot of them. Honestly, I found out that in the bodybuilding world, and I don't know anything about this, like the drug itself. I don't know anything about it, but GHB,
the human growth hormone.
No.
What's GHB?
It's from what I understand, it's basically imagine what's a very potent pill that people are taking nowadays, like Xanax.
Mm-hmm.
It's like taking a Xanax apparently, but it's like multiplied like 20x type shit. So you can wind up, taking GHB and basically black out and wind up across town, running down the street butt naked and have no.
So kind of is it adjacent to PCP? Because PCP people,
Angel dust. That's angel dust.
Okay, they do stuff like that, and
Right.
then they're like,
Similar.
"Oh,
Similar.
my intestines are hanging out."
Right. It's very it's similar to what I've heard. I don't have any firsthand. I don't know. I just know what I've been told or heard from other people. Apparently it's made out of like let's see. Let's go ahead and fact check this. Here we go. It's GHB is gamma hydroxybutyrate. It's a party drug. It produces feelings of euphoria, relaxation, sociability, and increased sex drive. It's a nervous system depressant, and
So is it like an ecstasy?
yeah, but
Like you take it at a rave, not going to Planet Fitness?
probably. Apparently, from what I was told, because when I did time, I heard people talking about this GHB, and I don't know, but they say apparently it's made out of certain printers. There's like an ink or like a fuel type situation in these printers, and they use that as part of the process of making this shit. And apparently, it's really big in the bodybuilding community. So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it speeds up, I guess, growth of muscle, like recovery, or is it just so they hit it harder?
Probably just hitting it harder. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and then I like to also see it go the other way, where in high school I was 145 pounds, and now I'm pushing 200, and that's okay.
That's great.
Dad bod, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But to see someone that was like super skinny, and then like look like a contestant for my 600-pound life, that is awesome. It's kind of one of those things. Is like I just want to be like, what happened? Like, did you eat your feelings? Like, what was it that
like have conversations?
Point? Yeah, like
that's kind of intrusive, but I like it.
Not an intervention, but just out of curiosity.
Right.
What you been up to?
What's been popping off in your life, you fat fuck?
Not
Something like
that direct.
Okay.
I mean, but like, I heard the Raising Cane's open down the street from you.
You've been picking up a lot of that cane sauce,
there?
huh? Yeah.
You've been there before?
Yeah.
Looks like you've been there before. You get a lot of Uber Eats.
Yeah. How about that party pack?
That's a pretty cool little thing. You don't even have to leave your house now, huh?
Yeah,
it's like a passive
mm-hmm.
I'm good at passive aggressiveness,
right.
So I'm really good at. I could lay those questions in a very is he being a dick way?
Right.
No. I didn't mean to.
Right.
I didn't mean to offend you, bud. I'm just saying.
Right.
Do
you use Uber Eats?
I did during the pandemic. I don't anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
I really enjoy the Uber Eats.
Yeah, it's nice. We don't eat out. Well, that's not true. We eat out maybe once or twice a week, but typically it's trying to, we'll hit up Whataburger on the way home type
mm-hmm.
of thing, or we'll ask the kids what they want, and but yeah, I think the thing that turns us off from it is like the delivery fees and the service fees and all the extra bullshit.
Right.
And then you have to tip on top of that.
Right.
So next thing you know, you're paying like $60-$70 for like 20 wings.
Yeah.
From Wingstop.
For real.
And it's just like, it's much easier if I just make the order and get in my own car and get it.
Yeah. See, my biggest problem though is like just leaving the house. I don't like to leave home. I really don't.
That's fair.
I would much rather sometimes pay the fee and have it delivered to my door to where you don't even ring my doorbell or knock on my door. You just leave it there and then I get the notification that it's there, than to get pants on, get my car keys, drive across town, wait in a line at Whataburger that's fucking 30 minutes long. I think Uber Eats is like Christmas morning.
I mean, do you think that people have kind of done that? I mean, does the food quality decrease?
Absolutely.
Because it's
absolutely
being transported.
Absolutely.
I mean, I get it. You're going somewhere, you're going through a drive-through. It's kind of the same thing, but Tommy can pick it up, but then he also picks up like 3 other orders,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're like the 5th delivery.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
it's true.
like-
It's accurate.
and then like some people I've seen like jack food.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
they'll take a picture of it
And then
show
scoop
that
it
it's
right.
delivered,
Yeah.
and then just pick it back up.
It's a hustle.
Or they'll take a drink, or they'll take something away from the order. Get mad that you're not tipping on what they feel is sufficient.
It is worrisome. It is worrisome because
you might get a crazy out there that's like, you only tipped me $5.
right. It has crossed my mind about not tipping enough sometimes, and somebody sticking their finger in their asshole and right down the middle of my burger type situation. That is a fear of mine. But
that's pretty harsh. But
right. I don't know. I mean, I've ate food in the penitentiary, so I guess
that's true.
That's where I go back to.
Well, our buddy Rich is helping us out today. He's kind of behind the scenes doing some production stuff for us, and he just showed me a thing that said that what is it? They lost 2.2 billion. 5.8. 5.8. I made up the 2.2. 5.8 billion dollars since 2020. Like the pandemic definitely spiked, boomed. Everybody was coming out with the takeaway service. You had Uber Eats, you had Grubhub, you had
Favor,
Postmates, you had Favor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had all these different companies that are just kind of coming up and trying to get their piece of the pie, so to speak, pun intended, to get into the game. And then after people stop using it so much, I think a lot of these are going to go by the wayside, or it just opened up the idea of like, fuck, I really don't have to do much and just have people bring me food. This is fucking the shit.
I like it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it like if it's one of those things that we can't decide on something as collectively, like I'll be like, oh, Ez and I are gonna order wings, and then P and Cleo will do something else. Sometimes we'll just do a delivery, but sometimes it's just easier and quicker to just run down there, get them yourself, and then come back and eat. I mean,
right. It's true. It's definitely true.
Or just I make my own wings.
Right.
You know
Where is my cellular device? Is that it right there?
That's mine.
Where is my cellular?
Cell phone.
Oh, I got it.
Oh.
Here we go.
In your pocket.
Yeah. We kind of touched on some things that we wanted to talk about the other day, right? We had an idea of.
Oh, yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Want to do that?
Yeah.
I think that's a good one.
Fun.
So do we go to like an online
like Urban Dictionary?
like Urban Dictionary,
100%.
and then we'll kind of
We just
there?
read the description, not the name.
Yes, and we'll pass it back and forth, and we'll come up with nicknames.
You're gonna make me read out loud on a podcast. We're gonna have to do a lot of editing.
Clean. What is F? Oh well. Yeah.
Exponential cleansing.
Okay, hold on. So you want to go ahead and lace everybody up to what the idea is here?
So Chris and I were talking as we do, and we thought it'd be funny if we renamed some of the things sexual deviants do, things of the likes of like a Cleveland Steamer, Donkey Punch, the Rusty Trombone, things like that. But if we just took like a description or an idea and then we named it ourselves, we thought maybe that would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
We've come up with a couple just off the rip. So do we want to start with those, or like the things that we've already kind of come up with?
Yeah.
And I like, and then with the Urban Dictionary, it'll be more spontaneous of like, we're going to find something, we're going to read the description, and we're going to give you our first take of like, this is what the name should be.
Right.
So, one that I thought of is it's like, when you're playing with butt plugs, and you turn it into a game of kind of darts, or pin the tail on the donkey. It'd be call it fart darts. Fart darts is a good one.
Right.
I like that.
The when a woman is licking a man's anus,
Mm-hmm.
and then the man proceeds to fart in the woman's face.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
In the mouth.
In the mouth.
Uh-huh.
Came up with the name of, we called that the old Houston Hot Pocket.
It's probably one of my favorites.
The feeling is hot.
The feeling is hot. Is definitely hot. Cold in the middle. No. Always hot.
Okay. Here we go.
It's like lava.
I'm gonna give you a scenario, and then I want you to go ahead and come up with
Just what I would call it. If I was marketing this,
because we're idea guys.
we're idea guys. We just put it out there. Not follow through guys.
The elegant act of taking a shit on your partner's chest, then smacking the stool with a tennis racket. What would you call that?
The Serena Williams.
The Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or John McEnroe.
the McEnroe.
The McEnroe.
Yeah.
The Smackenroe. The Smackenroe, baby.
Okay, here we go.
Tennis racket.
Yeah.
It would come out in those little squares. like a grown up fucking Play-Doh. It just squeezes out of the thing.
Yeah. It's like waffle stomping, right?
I like that it was the elegant act.
It's elegant.
Yeah.
It's very classy.
It's done in an evening dress.
Here we go. When somebody dons very large Hulk hands to masturbate their partner.
Oh, shit.
You know the Hulk hands? The big green ones?
Oh,
The
like
glove
they
things.
don't, it's not big hands.
It's not that their hands are large. It's that they use the hands of the Hulk. Right. Hulk smash, right.
Smash job? What did they call it?
They call this masturbating.
Smashturbating. I was close.
I would call that the Infinity Gauntlet.
But use the Thanos glove?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then they disappear because they got to leave.
Right. Here we go.
I like it.
These are some disgusting trends. When a man is about to climax, he pulls out, shoots his wad into a woman's eye, then kicks her in the shin so she looks and walks like a pirate. What would you call that?
Well, I know that's called the pirate.
It's a spin-off of pirate, but it's not just the pirate. I would call that the Captain Jack Sparrow.
The Jack Sparrow?
Yes.
The Jack off Sparrow?
Yeah, that's what I would call that.
Nice.
Let's see here.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
When a man shoots his load on a woman's face, waits for it to dry as if it were a skin treatment, then peels it off and feeds it to her.
Oh, wow. Wow. I can't. The only thing that I keep coming up with something to do with drywall. My mind, I can't come up with an actual on point.
Something spackle.
Yeah, the spackle or
Schmeckle spackle.
Something.
That one's hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
The schmeckle spackle. Well, they call it the old Mexican pancake.
Oh yes. Oh, that's intriguing.
Yeah.
I mean, the people that engage
pancake. I mean, how many people do you feel like really do this stuff? Right? How many? Oh, sorry.
If they do, that's okay. If they do, they need to go to church.
Your people are down, you know. They're trying to, let's try something different, hun.
Yeah.
I heard this thing called the David Blaine. Let's try it out.
Right.
You know what the David Blaine is?
No.
Oh. When you're doing someone doggy style, and then you slip out and let your friend slip in, and then you run around to the window and you knock on the window. It's called the David Blaine.
That's hilarious. Well, how would you?
Yeah, it'd have to be very strategic.
Right. How would your friend be in the room and it'd be like, is this just acceptable behavior in a relationship?
It would have to be predetermined.
Right.
Like, this is going to be a good gag.
Right. This act involves no drugs or issues of consent. Instead, it involves eating colorful cereals, aka Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles, and vomiting the mixture onto your partner's chest.
Oh.
Got anything for me, Ryan?
The watery rainbow.
They call this the Cosby sweater. The Cosby sweater.
That's a good one. Holy shit.
Here we go. When you're giving it to a chick from behind and inquire who's the boss, she'll presumably turn around in confusion. When this happens, participants are told to donkey punch her in the face and then answer, Tony Danza. Don't try this at home, guys. Actually, don't try this ever. It's called the Tony Danza.
Tony Danza. But you know who was really the boss? Angela. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, that's some intrusive things.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even.
Yeah.
I don't know how you Googled that so quickly.
It's bookmarked.
Oh, it is? Okay.
No, it's definitely on my favorites. I like to,
gotcha.
once a month when, like to pick something out of the old hat.
little roulette action.
Yeah.
Let's take this for a spin, see where it lands.
Oh my God, it's horrible. What else here? Let's see here.
The deviancy of it, I guess. Well, I mean, but different strokes for different folks. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that these people are lesser than or anything like that.
Hey, dude, get in where you fit in. Whatever.
Oh, 100%.
Right. Whatever you do behind closed doors, hey, that's cool.
That's your business.
Right.
That ain't nobody's business but you and God.
Here's one called the. This is basically ones determined by states.
Oh,
So each state has their own.
Well, I guess the state.
Okay. Yeah. You can guess the state, right?
Okay.
We'll try that.
Yeah. I like games.
Okay. No one's quite sure what exactly it is, but it involves Tabasco sauce, a telephone, and an anus.
Louisiana.
Wrong.
Damn it.
It's called the Texas Chili Bowl.
Oh, Tabasco.
Right. I don't really think that Tabasco is Texas.
No,
I don't.
I immediately thought Louisiana, obviously. Texas Chili Bowl. That's all you got for Texas? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, there's only one. There's only one per state.
They could have come up with something different.
When you put your dick between a hot dog bun, eat a live puppy, diarrhea shit the puppy onto your dick in between the bun, and then drink tequila with your uncle until he's drunk enough to eat it, and you're drunk enough to let him. That's dramatic.
That was a lot.
Right.
That was a lot.
That was layer. There was multiple layers.
Yeah. I tried to I got lost at hot dog because I started thinking of the hot dog
And then the
competition.
puppy.
The puppy threw it off.
Definitely. They could have gone
And I was
without
like,
the puppy.
why are you eating a puppy? You have hot dogs. But you fed the puppy hot dogs, and then you ate the puppy.
Yeah.
And then you you shit on your uncle. New Hampshire.
Close. It's called a Rhode Island hot dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
I should have known. That's Rhode Island's state motto.
When you're butt ramming your old lady without lube and you pull out real quick and the lining of her asshole comes out stretched around your dong, resembling a pink sock. Ryan.
That reminds me of my the vacation I took
Right.
back in '94.
Mm-hmm.
The great state of Oregon.
Oh, it's called an Oklahoma pink sock.
God damn it. Oregon makes so much sense because it's in Oregon.
Mm.
Oregon. I am 0 for 0. Whatever
Here we
number
go.
we're on.
Here we go. This is an ode to your old stomping grounds.
Oh, then I know what it is.
Right.
Does it involve green chili?
This is called close. This is called the New Mexico window washer. Ryan, are you prepared for this?
Jesus comes up with these things.
When you blow your man juice into a fresh towel and wipe it on your partner's face.
Ooh, the New Mexico window washing. I don't see how that ties to either of those things. A face is not a window, and nothing I've ever seen in New Mexico.
No, we're not. We're not in support of these. We're not putting our stamp on these. We're discussing.
We're not condoning it.
Right.
We're
right.
just bringing it for entertainment purposes.
We're bringing to the surface. People need to know about these things.
Yeah, these things happen.
Mm-hmm. A classy move where your girl is giving you a rim job. Oh, this is very similar to the Houston Hot Pocket.
Okay, but it's a state.
Right. A classy move where your girl is giving you a rim job and you rip a huge fart into her mouth. Her cheeks puff up. This is called the blank blank.
The Florida pufferfish.
Okay, you're very, very close. It's Maryland, but it's called the Baltimore blowfish.
Ah. Alliteration.
Right.
I'm going for states and they threw a city in there. All right. Listen here, people at the Chive. You'll need to stick with it when you're saying states. Don't. It's like, oh, you pick Texas, it's a Houston, a San Antonio. You know, it's kind of unfair for those of us that play games.
Games are fun.
They're fun. I like them. I'm very competitive. Not too happy that I'm losing.
It's okay
right now.
The sexual act or punishment in which a male punches himself in the testicles until they swell up to about 2 to 3 times their size. And teabags the recipient unforgivably. The act is not complete until the victim blacks out or receives a serious facial wounds.
Jesus Christ.
That's kind of violent.
Yeah, extremely violent. But I'm going to go with Illinois eye wash station.
The Idaho potato sack.
God damn it. I was close with the eye. No, I wasn't. It wasn't even that close.
And we'll go ahead and we'll do this. We'll do one more. This will be the finale right here.
We'll wrap it up on that one.
Right, here it goes. The act of receiving oral stimulation from one's partner while simultaneously have one's rectum manipulated by a vacuum.
One more time.
The act of receiving oral stimulation from one's partner while simultaneously having one's rectum manipulated by a vacuum.
I'm going to call that the old Philly fish tank.
This is called the Dover, Delaware dust-off.
Delaware?
Dust-off.
Doesn't even make sense.
I'm just reading them. Bro.
The Cleveland Colonic.
Yeah,
that's what it should have been.
Right. That's catchy.
You know?
That's catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
The Cincinnati CPAP. It's when you put the vacuum on your face.
Have you seen this video going around TikTok where the man farted in the woman's machine?
No. That's so awesome and disturbing at the same time.
So, what do we want to do now? Do we have any calls? Do we have any
we
messages?
Do have calls. Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're still just Jen. But
okay.
These are voicemails left over from the last time. I bet our listeners love when we belch into the microphone. Any hoozle. I'm going to go ahead and play this into the microphone. That way you can hear it. Again, this is... Wait, before we start, this is segments called Ask Slim. You can call in, you can write, text message, direct message, hit us up on our socials. You can leave a question, kind of like ask Dear Abby, right? And then that way you can get Chris's hot take on whatever questions you have. So this is called Ask Slim. Ask Slim. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, you come up with the theme song. Bum, 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 bum.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Slim.
That's good.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, let's play this mug.
What is one of the inventions that you've seen out there that you wish you would have invented yourself, or that you wish you would have thought of?
Do we
Or
already
like
do this
even
one?
like a business idea. And then secondly, why don't you like tip your hat to some of the best ones you've seen, even if they're off the wall, crazy. Like, I'm just curious as to like what gets you fired up, what inspires you that you saw and you're just like, oh, that's a great invention, other than the bidet.
Other than the bidet. The lights and the speakers that get placed onto Crocs. Have you seen these?
To Crocs?
On Crocs, on your shoes.
Speakers?
Speakers and lights.
Lights, I guess that makes sense. They're like those little things you just put in the little holes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Speakers, so everyone can hear a very faint Jamiroquai
Right.
while you're walking down the street.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a great invention.
Okay.
It's very simple.
Are you mad you didn't think of it first?
Absolutely. Because have you seen people having these Bluetooth belts? Like the buckle? It's like a speaker now?
No.
Yes.
I thought it stopped at the bottle opener. I thought that was a fine idea. Bottle opener / cup holder.
Things that we've already had being
repurposed
and placed in different areas.
Hmm.
That's amazing. Think about the amount of money that the man who invented the lights or the speakers that push into the holes on your Crocs. Think about how much money. This man's life has changed. He has created generational wealth.
Off of some very one-time use fad. It's a fad, just like everything else, I guess, right?
Yeah. Also, the heated jacket.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
The heated jacket. That's pretty.
That's a necessity. I think that was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that now if we could come up with, well, they have cooling shirts, right? Wicking, sweat wicking, cooling. Ooh, bed jet.
Bed jet.
I think
you have to experience this,
dude. I think that's gonna be my next big purchase. Is gonna be a wet jet. Wet jet? I don't think it's a wet jet.
No, it's definitely not.
What is it called?
Bed jet.
Bed jet.
Mm-hmm.
Find a sponsor us, please. What vet? Fuck.
Bed jet.
Bed jet. Yeah. This is, for those who don't know, it's basically you can make. It's like a little air conditioning system that you put underneath your bed, kind of like at the foot of your bed.
Yeah, at the foot, and
it blows air into that area and it cools you off at night. Chris actually has one. Mm-hmm. I've never experienced it.
You will today. I'll give you a little test drive.
Okay. Yeah. So what would you say, how has that changed your life?
So I like to be cold,
mm-hmm.
like when I'm sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
But I have this problem about when I get into bed that I'm already cold, like typically because I'm getting out of the shower or whatever, my feet.
Mm-hmm.
I have really cold feet all the time. So I do this like mode. It's called turbo, and it sends the temperature instantly. I'm talking like within 20 seconds, it will go from the room temperature, like 69 degrees,
mm-hmm.
and it will push it all the way up to 110 under there.
Jesus.
So it's like a fire. It's warm
mm-hmm.
as shit. You can get super comfortable, and it has a timer that it cuts off. At the most, it'll be 10 minutes, but it typically cuts off because it stays at that temperature for so long,
mm-hmm.
and then it automatically just cuts off, and then you have the gradual cool down. So I'll start that every night, and then I'll pass out, and by the time I'm starting to become cold again or whatever, I'm already asleep.
Nice.
But they have you could set up a schedule.
Right. Okay.
All kinds of crazy things.
Because typically when I go to sleep, I'm fine when I go to sleep, and then I just wake up and I'm just like sweating.
Yeah, you can set a schedule for it to where. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Nice. Cool, man. That's nice. I like that. Those are some good inventions, and I know that you've always been a fan of the bidet.
I can't believe it took me so long. If you don't have a bidet,
you gotta trust your boy.
right?
You gotta trust your boy.
If you don't have a bidet, you are uncultured swine. How can you walk around knowing that your asshole might have fucking pieces of toilet paper in there? You should be ashamed.
Or you didn't do a good enough job, and next thing you know, you're having to buy Streaks underwear. Or you've made your own Streaks underwear.
Yeah. They call me Skid Mark.
They call me old Skid Mark Steve.
But yeah.
All right, we got another call here.
Bud Light presents Real American Heroes. Real American Heroes. Today we salute you, Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati. Only a true artist like yourself could take some lights, pillow stuffing, and glue and turn it into a work of art. Thanks to you, we can say we have something to get lost in while enjoying the many amenities offered by Cafe Disco. What have you ever done? So crack open a Bud Light, Mr. Cloud Sky Maker, because while a regular ceiling could be boring and unappealing, a cloud ceiling is exciting and makes you absolutely better than everyone else. Thank you.
Wow. That wasn't so much a question as a statement.
Real band of genius.
Yeah. Real men of remember that shit?
Yeah. That's good.
That was really good.
She deserves an award.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But we're like in Cafe Disco at the moment.
We're going to have to work on some things.
Yeah. We got, we got little tweaks here and there, getting a camera, making sure that everything's working the way that it should. Maybe get some lights or the opportunity to see some of these lights. But yeah, that was our Ask Slim segment.
Now we just have this beautiful backdrop here.
Yeah, look at this. What is that? A pheasant?
Highest of qualities.
Sparrows?
Right.
The bamboo jutting from the ground.
A beautiful made garage door
Yes.
to the sides. So
All encompassing. Partially finished back area.
Yep. It's a very exclusive club.
Maybe we'll get a backdrop of our logo or something like that. Anyway. So let's go ahead and bring it on in.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about Streaks Underwear, streaksunderwear.com. You know where to get them. If you have a little doo-doo in your pants and it touches your cloth of your underwear. We're in the works of trying to figure out for those that go commandos, you could buy shorts and other articles of clothing that are pre-streaked as well. But that's in the works. It's in this talking.
It's on the radar.
Phases. Yeah, definitely. The people over at Streaks, really excited about expanding beyond the underwear. We also have TweakerTask, tweakertask.com.
Mm-hmm.
If you need something done quick and in a hurry, but not very well, get yourself a tweaker. It's kind of like TaskRabbit, but
Kind of like Uber Eats.
cheaper.
Yeah.
You need your food delivered to you quickly and half your burger eaten? Get yourself a tweaker. Tweakertask.com. We also got the bougie booty. Speaking of bidets, do your butt a favor and get a bidet and do it the right way. Get yourself all day, every bidet. Get yourself a bougie booty and give yourself a little spritz and spray, feel clean, and get a little scent spray on your BH. We got scents including echinacea, chamomile, lavender, ylang-ylang, and many, many others.
Lemongrass
For those of you. Patchouli for you hippie types. Good on you for washing your ass, but bad on you for using patchouli. Right? No one wants to smell that ever. Anyway, that's just my take on
Agreed.
it. But bougie booty, get it done the right way, do it your way, every bidet. And then we also have Los Lonely Fan. Los Lonely Fan. You might have heard of OnlyFans, but have you ever heard of a Los Lonely Fan? That's where you pay people to put their clothes back on. You don't like seeing people naked? Give them money. They'll get dressed for you.
Mm-hmm.
Go on to Los Lonely Fans, loslonelyfans.com. Don't confuse it with OnlyFans. Do it by yourself. Los Lonely Fans. All right. I think that's everybody. We did have a temporary sponsor. I think they pulled out don't remember what it was called. I didn't write it down. So for them, I apologize. We did have the realtor group. There's some financial issues. They've since gone bankrupt. Sorry to hear that for Sweet Dick Realty. Um, you know, but all the best to them in their future endeavors. But that's what we got. This is episode 11 through Thick and Slim, coming straight to you from Cafe Disco. Peace.